Hi, good people. Bash Mutumba back again with Ugandan juice. Well, I'm bringing this to you from the rainy Kampala district of Uganda, and it's really rainy around here lately. It would pause a little bit and rain again, and pause and rain again. Very cold, super cold. Let me know what the weather is like where you are. But I think let's just dive straight in. Well, I'll bring you Zari again this time round. And now she's in the news again for, well, her usual issues. And this time around, she has said she's beginning to smile freely after getting rid of her braces in the teeth. So if you were old enough to understand in the mid-2000s, around 2000 and I think 5, 6 or 7, you would be sure of Zari's attempt at the musical career. She attempted and failed super badly. That one you can't hide. Well, back then, even though her audios were not good because her voice is not nice, that's the truth, her videos were extraordinary for that time. She used to produce like the best videos in Uganda, even better than any top artists. Why? Because of her money she got from Cheyo in South Africa, and she used to shoot all those videos in South Africa with a lot of technology before Ugandans would even know such things. And that's why for a certain year she was like one of the Ugandans, or if I'm not mistaken, the only Ugandan that got nominated for the Channel Law Awards for her video being one of the best videos from East Africa or Africa as a whole. So yeah, she used to create very great videos, and back then people were really interested in knowing who is this beautiful lady who of course doesn't know how to sing well, but who is this beautiful lady that produces very great music videos and stuff with just one weakness: a bad dental formula. Zari's teeth really were not nice at all back in the day, the way they looked, and she didn't show that she was so insecure about them back then because you'd clearly see them in the videos. But later, when she started out this stuff of being a socialite, splashing money, spending lavish with her late ex-husband Ivan Semwanga, and later her relationship, a tumultuous relationship with Diamond Platnumz, you'd realize that she hides a lot from the smiles and exuberant laughs. She no longer really does that a lot, and you would never see her teeth most of the time. And people are wondering, is she just tough or something? So why doesn't she like to smile? Well, the main reason is because of her teeth. That one I could speak out very boldly about that. It's because of that. She was so insecure about them, and she got herself braces. And even though the braces are supposed to fix the teeth, and many people actually don't mind having braces in their teeth and smiling and then being seen, but she really never smiled a lot still. But recently she has shared a photo on her Insta stories, and she said this: "When your orthodontist does a good job, see me smiling now. I just got started." Well, an orthodontist is a person that fixes people's teeth and jaws, things related to the mouth, teeth, the bones in the mouth, teeth, jaws and stuff, like lining them up to be neat. And any person that also fixes braces into people's teeth is called an orthodontist. And in that way, Zari was praising the orthodontist for doing a very great job, and she actually went ahead to post a photo of her smiling, and it looked really great. And well, personally, I'm so happy for her. She's going to be freely smiling now, and her photos are going to be way nicer than they always are. They're always nice, but they're going to be even much nicer. I'm very happy for her, by the way. Braces are really a bold step in that people fear them, and secondly, they really hurt when they're being put in. So it's a strong step for someone to try and look great in their life always. And next up, well, Salvado, our own very comedian Patrick Salvado Idringi has praised Diamond Platnumz. Well, you cannot hide from that. Trust me, you cannot hide from Diamond Platnumz if you're East African, even though we Ugandans haven't really appreciated most of his music because not many of us are Swahili speakers, really very few. most people actually see these things because he got his moko. We call them moko. In Swahili, I think they call them wakwe or something of the sort. We call him moko around here because he had a relationship with our own Zari Hassan. So yeah, he's still our moko, so we really appreciate him. And Salvado went to Twitter and posted something really, really funny. He said, "We need more men like Diamond Platnumz so that we strengthen the East African community. This man is a legend. He practices child spacing." Well, child spacing has a totally different meaning, but I believe in this tweet Salvador meant something totally different from the child spacing that is scientifically known, because child spacing means producing children in an order that is convenient for you as a family, that you can take care of those children very well to give them all the necessary basic needs that they require. That's child spacing. Like maybe you produce one child in 1 year, and then after 3 years produce another, then after 3 years produce another, something of the sort. But the child spacing that Salvador means in this thing is producing children from different distances. Produce one in Uganda, go produce one in Tanzania, and another in Kenya, because that's what Diamond has done. So Salvador says he practices child spacing. God will continue blessing you. Let's now target Ethiopia and South Sudan, bro. That was Salvador's tweet. And well, it happened that after the Great Gatsby, that's what Diamond decided to call that party, 707, on Tanasha Donna's birthday and Diamond's mother's birthday. It actually happened to be the same day. Diamond's baby mama has the same birthday with the mother, Diamond's mother. So it was amazing. He threw a very great mega party for them in Dar es Salaam, and he actually bought them 2 SUVs, Toyota SUVs, huge cars. Amazing stuff that happened there. Many of us actually expected that maybe he would propose to her on that day, because he over announced it. Really, he did a lot of promos for it. They even did a photo shoot, of course. He did many videos, promo videos and stuff. And there's a YouTube channel, a Kenyan YouTube channel actually, that dissed Tanasha after this entire party. Many people were really happy for her, but this channel actually just dissed her. They said that Tanasha got a bash instead of a proposal. Well, because in Kenya, a party normally is called bash. They rarely use the word party, yeah, in their English. So yeah, that she got a party instead of a proposal. And there's a fan of Tanasha's that went to their Instagram, this YouTube channel's Instagram account, and told them, really, you should just mind your business. Who told you someone is supposed to be married to be happy and stuff of the sort? And actually Tanasha herself made a screenshot of this conversation and shared it on her own Instagram story. You'd see how she was also touched by this thing. It hurts her, even though she hasn't been commenting about it, but really it does, because, well, personally, all of us, including me, I won't lie, I expected something like a proposal on that very day, that yeah, I've made it official, I want to marry you and stuff of the sort, because it might not end in the same way with all the women that Diamond has been impregnating and then after a while dumping and stuff of the sort. Really, maybe a marriage is something that would show that he is committed to them, even though many people argue that commitment is not about marriage, that it's not always the fact that someone has married you that will show that they love you or something of the sort, or you're happy or what. But for the case of Diamond, really, a wedding will show a lot, will mean a lot. It will mean that he is actually serious, because having 2 children with a woman and you decide not to marry them, that was Zari. Having another woman for over 10 years and you decide not to even show them to a public, that was Hamisa. And then now Tanasha, that he claims he loves so much, but no proposal yet. Well, let's just watch the space. Well, now to the Pearl of Africa again. Martha K and Eric Omondi have done the bottle cap challenge. If you've realized, if you've been following various celebrities from Hollywood lately, you'd realize that they've been doing something called the bottle cap challenge. The likes of Kylie Jenner, all those celebrities, the likes of Mariah Carey, all those guys, like you'd open up a bottle cap either with your food or something of the sort, in a way that's so unique, but opening up a bottle cap. And Mariah Carey was the most impressive of all of them, because she actually did her high key, that key she sings, which is in the whistle register, like the way you would whistle, something like that. I can't whistle, but she can sing in the whistle register, trust me, and it is actually very controlled. She can sing a whole song while whistling, just while she's singing, not whistling with her lips locked, but with her mouth open. Yeah, so she did that, and she whistled to the bottle, and the bottle cap popped off. Yeah, she actually did, in whichever way. Anyway, the thing was about that challenge is about opening up a bottle cap in a very cinematic way, in a unique way that you can. And Snoop Dogg actually went out to diss these people and said it's a very silly challenge, that bottle cap stuff, and he went on to use his usual very scathing language anyway. But yeah, back to what I was talking about. It's Martha K. You could remember that recently Martha K was affected by hackers, or she got her nudes leaked. Sadly, yes, her nudes leaked, yes, recently, and she disappeared from the public and even from social media itself, and people thought maybe she's depressed or whatever. But it's good news now that we've seen her with Eric Omondi, the Kenyan comedian, and they've been doing that bottle cap challenge. It's a very funny one. You'd see Eric trying to open it, and then Martha K is acting as Eric's mom and then beating him up, go and wash the utensils, go and wash the dishes and things like that. So very, very nice stuff. And actually it's brought out the speculation, and now it's clear that Martha is fine, first off, and secondly, she might not be in Uganda, she could be in Kenya. That's second, because they were together with Eric Omondi. It's either Eric is in Uganda or Martha is in Kenya, which we've not heard of Eric being in Uganda recently, apart from back then when he had a show with Alex Mohanji. So really, Martha K must be in Kenya, and we're happy that she's doing well actually. Yeah. And then now Fresh Daddy Mazike. Oh, well, we've been talking of Fresh Kid almost every day for the past 6 or so months, almost a year now. We've been talking a lot about Fresh Kid and his talent and stuff. Well, now his father, who has been on his case, and the manager that he wanted to travel with the kid to all his shows outside Uganda, well, this time round the father has decided to sing on his own. He has said, well, if you guys can't give me attention because of my child, let me just join the music industry. And it's impressive how you can become a star around here in Uganda. It's very impressive because just by entertaining people and making them laugh, whether you're singing sense or nonsense or whatever, you will become a very big character. And it has happened to Fresh Daddy. And Aganaga from Bad Character Records, that Khalifa guy, the singer, has decided, he decided when he realized this opportunity that Fresh Daddy and Fresh Kid were making grounds, he decided to give this guy an opportunity to record at his studio. Actually, Aganaga recorded this song for Fresh Daddy. It's called Mazike, and he's trying to promote it wherever he is. Aganaga's own music had stopped moving, so he's now capitalizing on this guy. He's acting like the manager, in simple terms. But if you might not know what Mazike is a slang in Kampala for money, for the biggest denomination of money we have, for a 50,000 shillings note. It's the biggest note we have around in Uganda. So yeah, Mazike means it's a Luganda word which means gorillas. And now the gorilla is seen on that note. There is a big gorilla, those mountain gorillas that signify the tourism in Uganda, mostly in Bwindi Impenetrable Forest in southwestern Uganda, that side. So those huge mountain gorillas, the silverbacks, they're on that thing. So that note of the 50,000 is called the gorilla note, or a Mazike in Luganda. Many gorillas. Yeah. So this guy calls his song Mazike, and it goes like Sente Kampala Nyumo Wala Mazike, that money in Kampala is nice when you're counting gorillas, something of that sort. So yeah, and it actually hit. It came out as something funny and people laughing at that you'll never hear it. Many laughing at him, abusing him, insulting him. You're envious of your child. Now see you're producing nonsense and stuff. But he has actually made it. Yeah, and he's trending all over the place. Everyone is talking about Fresh Daddy and the Mazike song, just stupidly like that. But man, it's just impressive how things are. And one of the people that haven't been made happy by this is MC Katz, who decided to actually outrightly insult the man. First, on TV, he showed that he's not a big fan of his, and second, on social media, outrightly by posting photos of the guy when he was fresh dad, when he was premiering his song at Club Amnesia. Katz posted photos from that night and said we wouldn't allow this at our own music premiere, him and Munji. And you could imagine such thing. It was really hateful, and many people decided to abuse Katz badly, including Salvado himself. They really gave him a run for his money. Yeah, they actually did. And Tata Fresh Kid, or Fresh Kid's dad, not really sure if this is his official Twitter account, but at least it's tweeting updates that make sense about him, and it's getting a lot of reaction. Many tweets reach even 1,000 likes and more things. So it's a big reaction account. So yeah, at first there's a tweet that he posted: "Thanks for showing me love, my music. Never judge a book by its cover. Mazike loading." And another is: "Finally, I have realized a new song, Mazike. According to this song, whenever I feel like sleeping, I think about poverty that pains me. I think about waking up and I proceed to work. Please support Mazike. Fresh music." Wow, so the guy is actually serious about singing, even though many people are really insulting him badly. Yes, they actually are. They're not supporting. But in the end, it's a love-hate thing. Yes, you insult him, he's singing badly, but when you're not thinking of it, you'll end up singing the same Mazike song, laughing and singing about it, and every TV hosting him and what. And it's actually a bigger hit than any serious music song that someone would think of. Well, on the other hand, AFCON, well, you can't fail to talk about AFCON, even though we got ejected and relegated and even lost our coach right after getting relegated. Wow. Well, the boys are still happy. There's a video that came out of Alan Katerega, or aka the Dancing Rasta. This guy, if you remember the Super Strikers comic book in primary school, yeah, that thing which had Shakes Fimbo and stuff, there was that character called Dancing Rasta. Now, Dancing Rasta looks exactly like this Alan Katerega guy, this midfielder from Uganda Cranes. He didn't play in the first 2 games. In fact, in the first 3 games he didn't play, but he was brought on in the last game that we played, in the round of 16 game that got us kicked out. He played a few minutes and he was really impressive. I loved the way he played, and he showed that he's a way better set piece taker than Farouk Mia, because Mia was messing up many of our opportunities, kicking the free kicks really in a wayward manner, and Alan Katerega proved that he deserved to play a little bit more. Well, this guy, when they were living in Egypt at the airport, he decided to show them a little bit of skill. He danced for them in the traditional Maganda way. He danced Maganda for those guys, and everyone was just impressed. I don't know if this video could be played around such that you could see, but wow, this guy is actually good. He's as good at the pitch as he is good at dancing, and that's why his Twitter handle is Dancing Rasta, because well, he is really good at this. And anyway, after them reaching, the loss wasn't received in totally bad faith. We were actually happy for them for reaching that knockout level. And they were invited to the State House by the president for a meal, and they were given a donation of $1 million US. $1 million US from the president. Now, one interesting thing is that these guys decided, they told the president that, you know what, sir, no, don't give this money to the FUFA, because he was thinking of giving it to the federation to give it to them. They said no, who would want this money on our own accounts or something of the sort. Well, you could remember that these players don't trust FUFA, because even before that last game that we lost, they had protested. They had refused to go to training before they got their allowances. They wanted an increment in allowances because they realized the federation was going to get way more money from FIFA or FUFA from a CAF after that tournament for reaching the knockout stages, and they were getting very small allowances for it. So they decided that they had to really be added allowances, and they refused to play to go for training for a few days till that was sorted. So it was clear that they do not trust the football federation of Uganda, that's FUFA. And it was not a nice thing. It showed the president that there's a bad thing inside the federation, because the players outrightly told him that, Mr. President, don't give the money to the federation. Well, I don't know whether that would be a good thing or a bad thing, but well, that's all from me today. Well, my name is Bash Mutumba, like I said earlier. Please like and give me a comment if at all you find something that you would like to know more about, a question or anything. I'll be glad to answer. And you could also subscribe if you want more of these stories. And you could check me out on Instagram at Bash Mutumba. See you later.